Chelsea are world champs.
World champions.
You lot are already world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
Chelsea are champions of the world.
World champions.
World champions, guys.
Chelsea, congratulations.
World fucking champions.
You have won everything in world football.
Yeah, world champions for 4 years.
Everything in club football.
You're the world champions.
World champions.
World
You
champs.
said
You are the world champions.
World champions, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of them like saying, yo, like there's a Tim Pot trophy. It's a pre-season trophy, bro. It's a Club World Cup, man. See the size of that trophy, bro.
Chelsea are going to have a stamp on their chest for 4 years saying world champions.
They're going to have Club World Cup winners for 4 years.
4 fucking years saying world champions.
You like, I try to downplay it like the mad Wake thing, you get me? But you comes to a point when you're like, you know what, blood, man can't even like. If they did a parade, yeah, man can't even knock it. You get me?
world champions.
The champions of the world.
They are the club world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
The best team in the world is now Chelsea Football Club.
Champions of the world.
And Chelsea aren't world champions now. Whatever you want to say about them.
They're going to be world champs for the next 4 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to be there 4 years time.
World champions at Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea FC champions of the world.
My name is Troops. And I am the Wiseman. And I would like to introduce the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated world champion, Carefree Lewis G.
Yes, people. Are we on the right mic? No, we're not. Start again. Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live. And it's time to drop the siren, chat. Drop the siren. We've got the Ornstein bomber from about an hour ago, chat. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Andrey Santos to Manchester United is done. It is over. It is finished. Relatively quicker than I thought it would be. Big up, Alexis. I see you in the chat. I'll send you over the link in a little bit if you're about. But yeah, I wanted to take a little hour just to like gather my thoughts and everything because I didn't want to do the emotional thing. I wanted to just have a conversation with everyone. Yeah, I saw the Fab bomber, but Fab's late to everything, man. He's late to fucking everything. But I know we're going to have a lot of United and Chelsea fans in here. So big up to all you lot. Like, subscribe. If you're a United fan, go fuck yourselves. But big up all you man that are in here. Big up to Jabbo. Big up to Quad J. Big up to Brendan. Wrong move. I'm a bit annoyed because like we're losing depth. I do have to see who comes in, but I don't have a lot of faith in Blueco in terms of who comes in. But you know what I felt about the midfield. I felt like the midfield was the one area of the pitch you didn't really need to touch. But we're going to talk about all of that in a little bit. Big up to EXO. Big up to PFC. Big up to Machiavelli. Big up to Gilno. My G said Santos don't suit Jabby. I thought he'd do pretty well under Jabby, to be honest, because apparently he plays a compact midfield. I feel like Santos would do well in like tighter, compact space and all of that still. But big up Gilno, man. Big up to John Waite saying hi from South Africa. Is Andrey Santos good? I think he's a decent talent. He's had like an average season, but that's also partly down to the season and him not having a lot of minutes in the first half of the campaign when we were playing our best football. And also just heavy Rossini attacks in the second half of the season. But he's a good talent. And he's only going to get better with you guys. Like I think this is going to be the sort of fee where in a year or two's time, you're going to be looking at Santos for 50 million and thinking, damn, yo, we got a really good fee out of that one still. But yeah, big up, brother. Oh, shit, there's a few super chats in here already. Damn. Big up to Leslie saying, big up Lewis and chat. Hold that Blueco in. Fuck you, bro. But a big up, man. You're a member for over a year, so it's all love. Big up, my G. What was the next one? JJ, moment of silence for Santos. What could have been? Yeah, what could have been, man? You remember when Blueco were telling us he's a big part of future plans? All right, cool, man. That's all good, brother. That's all good. Who's next? Big up to Toby, bro. James Centimid, bro. Palestra was signed for a reason. This is also why I said I wanted to take an hour, because I remember the Simon Phillips report where he was talking about Reece James potentially being used as a midfield option as well. And like, I remember that under Maresca, Reece in midfield wasn't that bad. It was only under Rossinha where it started to look a little bit shaky, and we know what Rossinha's midfield structure was like. We know what his entire structure was like. So I'm intrigued to see if Reece is the ideal, whatever midfielder you go into. But I just don't like that we're going to have to go into this like inflated ass midfield market now. Because the midfield market, it's stupid. And we're already on a sell to buy thing. And I don't trust Blueco's recruitment. Apparently, like, the plan for Chelsea is to go and get, what's his name? Alex Scott from Bournemouth. All we're hearing is that Bournemouth are refusing to sell. And they're in Europe for the first time. So, like, they might hold on to him for dear life. I don't think his contract's expiring anytime soon. Let me just double check. Alex Scott contract expiry. 2 years. 2 years, actually. Yeah, they might hold on to him for 1 more year. Oh, you know, you could maybe test the waters there. Maybe. Yeah, Maldini, I didn't clock he was only on 2 years left. Maybe you could push for that. Maybe that could work. Adam Wharton was only meant to be if Enzo left. I didn't hear anything about us selling Santos and going in for Wharton. I heard Enzo leaving, Wharton. I heard, what's his name? Santos leaving, Scott. So I haven't heard that yet still. So yeah, but big up, man. Big up, brother. Who's the next donation? Shit. Big up to I am, brother. Fuck it, hell. Big up. Love for the love. Why are people upset? Santos is a squad player. Will never replace Enzo or Caicedo. I do wish him luck, but don't stress. Don't forget we need to sell players. Because I just think he's adequate squad depth. I don't trust the recruitment to bring me a good ass replacement. And like, furthermore, he's only going to get better. That's kind of why for me. But I'm not as annoyed as I was when I first heard about it, because I've given myself a bit of time to think about the whole situation. I would just have to hope and pray that we get someone of at least a similar level, or someone with the same level of potential. But as of right now, we're trusting in Lavia. And I don't trust Lavia still. I don't trust Lavia one bit. And Isugo. No one's even seen him. Nobody has even seen this brother. So I don't really trust the other options that we had. At least I know there was 3 midfielders I could relatively rely on. And one of them might not even be here by the start of the season, depending on whatever happens in terms of recruitment. But I'm not going to do the crash out thing. That's why, again, I wanted to gather my thoughts. We're not going to crash out over something like this. But damn. Like, I thought Santos was going to be a very good part of this team in the future. And it just seems like he's just been flipped within a year because he was a 12 million transfer. And now he's gone for 50 million. Use the money well. That's all I can ask for. Use the money well. But I don't trust you. There is no trust here. So, here we are, man. Yeah, again, that's why I wanted to take an hour out. Let me gather my thoughts. Let me not go live immediately. Let me figure out how I really feel about this situation, and then we'll get into talking about it on here. But Twitter, I'm just throwing my feelings out there because that's all that Twitter is. That's why everyone talks on Twitter with mad energy, and my fucking block list is massive as fuck. Because everybody wants to talk on smoke. So guess what? I'm going to talk on a little bit of smoke as well. But here, I want to try and, like, gather myself and shit. So yeah, big up Blank, bro. Yo, Lewis, you man still had to pay for your sins for Mason freeload amount in some way. My brother, we are already paying for those sins, man. What are we talking about, mate? Sheesh. Like, is that not suffering enough? The fuck? Alright, but here we are, man. Here we are. 50 million for squad depth with Anderson-flation. Big bro, love. I think Santos will be a good transfer for you, though. Straight up, I think he'll do well for you. It's a good long-term investment for you guys to have. We got a 10% sell-on clause for that, which, I mean, we did the same thing for Garnacho, so I'm really not surprised by that one. And yeah, look, big up for the donation. Hope you guys, well, I hope he does horribly over there. Let me keep it straight. I hope he does terribly over there, but yeah, it's all over and done, man. Big up, Vic. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. I didn't think it'd get done this quickly. I thought we'd at least be hearing about this for another week or two, or maybe we'd see if we could get a little bit more, because I still think 50 million is a bit of a light fee, especially in like the market where I think everybody's overinflated. You couldn't have pulled up another like 15 million for this, but whatever, it's done now. 48 million plus 2 million easily achievable add-ons and a 10% sell-on clause. We now need to go into this midfield market. See if you can get Alex Scott. See if you can get Bruno G. If you guys are interested in getting Wharton as the Santos replacement, go and do that. But we are now going to need to step into this market. And now you guys have money in the bank as well. Because the Cucurella money we know went to Palestra. So you guys need to go into the market and you need to recruit. Please just recruit well once in your fucking life, I beg, man. Because I don't trust Lavia. I rate Lavia's quality. I do not trust this man as far as I could throw him. And Asugo. How many times has Asugo even started for us? Not a chance. I don't remember him starting for us one bit. Here we are, man. Here we are. So, yeah, cool. He's been sold to a UCL competitor. Go back into the market. And sadly, I think he'll end up doing well at Manchester United still. It is what it is, man. Oh, yeah, we got Barco. Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's just a complete unknown entity for me still. Brother, I've just explained it. Asugo is made of Weetabix. Lavia is made of wet Weetabix. I ain't seen enough of Barco. Enzo might not even be here next season. So, yeah, Reece James. Reece James can still be viewed as a midfield option. We have heard that Xabi Alonso might view him as a midfield option. So maybe it's that. Maybe him too. Now, at least then that would be like 3 reliable midfield options. Because I don't think Reece was a bad midfield option. Back in November, we were all talking about how Reece has been redefined in the midfield and all of that. And then 3 months under Rosinha, and we're doing the whole, let's never play Reece in the midfield ever again. Ever again. Yeah, Mardi, one other thing I thought, right, is he could not have been allowed to leave without Xabi Alonso's say-so. That was one other thing that I was thinking as well. So Xabi Alonso probably like allowed this, so he might have something in mind. Maybe I'll give that a little bit of leeway. But again, that's only for Xabi Alonso. Blueco, I don't trust you. I don't trust you one bit. I don't know what to expect from you. I don't even know who you're genuinely going to bring in. All I know is the idea is Alex Scott. Will you go in for him? Will you be able to entice him away from Bournemouth? I don't fucking know. But hey, here we are, man. Here we are, brother. No, Barco has signed. Barco's done. He's already in here. We also got like the Quenda announcement very soon after the Santos deal too, which I do think was like part of the plan. Soften the blow a little bit, but whatever. Like Quenda might not even be here next year anyway. At least like he said he's a right winger, so cool. Cool. It's what it is, man. Caicedo can stand tall and fight all midfielders. I get like at least we got 1 game a week, but right now, Enzo, Caicedo, and to a point, Reece are the only real midfielders in there that like we can trust, and we don't even know what we're going to set up in. Like, are we going to set up as like a back 4, a back 5? We don't know. Alexis, what are you saying? Cut the crap. Alonso has 0 control. Do you think he wanted to sell Cucu and Santos? Well, he's been brought in as the manager, innit? Again, I don't know if I trust him, but he's meant to have been brought in as the manager, so that's got to count for something, no? I don't know, man, because I don't know how far I could trust these guys anyway. I'll throw you the link anyway, Alexis, if you want to talk about it quickly. Just bear with me a little second. Where the fuck is this guy's account? You guys smash up the likes as well. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hopefully the next Bomber stream we get is actually about a good incoming. Because we ain't really had that one still. But yeah. Look, big up, man. Big up, brother. Santos, yes. Yes, Jabbo. That makes a lot of sense in terms of why they pivoted towards him. And they got in for him so quickly. That does make a lot of sense. One sec. Fling that in there as well, brother. No, it will be Caicedo and probably Enzo. Probably, unless Man City seriously want to come in for him. Because I don't believe Real Madrid come back in for him. There's been some sources talking about how they don't believe that Enzo and Real Madrid situation is over and all of that. These brothers literally dropped a bomber. They dropped a club statement saying that they have no interest in coming back for him, at least in this window. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah. Maldini, I don't think it was a leave under any cost thing like Cucurella. That's the thing. I think it was just more like question marks over minutes. It's like how João Pedro doesn't necessarily want to leave, but if Barcelona were interested, he wants to leave. Meanwhile, Cucurella, I genuinely think we could have finished 4th. We could have finished 10th. We could have finished anywhere. That brother would have just wanted to go to Spain and play in his prime years. Like, I think there's different context for both of them still. Santos, if he got a decent amount of minutes, would be relatively fine staying here. I don't think he wanted to leave under any costs. But yeah. Here we are, man. Here we are. And even then, I would have still kept him as relative depth anyway. What's this? Tchouaméni is 100% staying at Real Madrid. I'm kind of not surprised by that. I'm not really too shocked by that. Decision made by the club. He will not join Manchester United. Saga over. Well, like, we had a very little chance of even being able to entice him anyway, so it is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. Reaper, that's why I'm not, like, listening to the whole Xabi Alonso has no control part. I can't. You have to show me that that's not the case. I'll tell you I don't trust Bluco, but you have just brought him in as a manager. So I have to believe Xabi Alonso would have some sort of say in, like, whether Andrey Santos is staying or whether he's going. So if the manager's saying that, then the manager probably has someone else in mind. That's why even like the likes of Pep Chavari, I don't really look at him and think, wow. But if Xabi Alonso wants him, cool. Cool. Because I'm willing to give the manager the time to just build the squad in whatever image you want to bring in. Regardless of whether it's something that I agree with or whether it's something that I don't agree with. But yeah, I didn't expect this bomber to be dropping today. I was literally outside enjoying the sun, and then that got fucking ruined. Bolla's saying there's a Pies tweet. What's the Pies tweet? And we get some good news. No, that's an opinion. That's an opinion piece. Yeah, that's not an article. And yeah, I kind of agree with that. That's why I'm not doing the crash out thing. I kind of feel disappointed that he's gone and everything, but we have to see who we bring in first. See who we can bring in, and then, I guess, say what you want to say about it. Bunman, this is what I've been saying for weeks. Alex Scott is meant to be the Andrey Santos replacement. Wharton is not. Wharton is meant to be the Enzo replacement. If Enzo Fernandez goes, then we go for Wharton. That doesn't really seem to be happening right now. So the Wharton links should just be very quiet. Unless we see something that we didn't expect to see. But yeah, maybe we'll see an Alex Scott bid or like some talks between Alex Scott and Chelsea, because now teams seem to talk to the player first and then talk to the club. So yeah, we'll see if there's anything for Alex Scott in future. What else is everybody saying? Alex Scott, he was one of Bournemouth's best players last season. He's also a really good midfielder. Well, he's had a really good season. I'll say that. But yeah, he's had one good season for Bournemouth. I don't think they're looking to sell him. From all we're hearing with our sources, they kind of want to just keep him at any cost. And I don't think Scott's really pushing for an exit himself either, because Bournemouth are in Europe. He's got a chance to win a trophy for them. And then if he wins a trophy for them, he could get a Champions League club, or he's already in a Champions League club. So, yeah. And it looks like he's got the Maldini seal of approval, which kind of means something, which kind of is a good sign. What else? Big up Sultan, brother. Just woke up. We sold Santos before Delap and Garnacho because Delap don't want to leave, and like nobody wants Garnacho. This is the thing. I've seen a lot of people talking about, look, this guy's going before this guy and this guy and this guy. But who really wants them, though? That's the thing. Who really wants them? I big up Alexis, man. What are you saying, bro?
Oh, I'm furious. I'm absolutely furious. And I know everyone's trying. Because look at it this way, right? We've got Enzo and Caicedo for a double pivot. Everyone's going to say, oh, yeah, but there's no minutes for Santos. You can't play him every game 90 minutes. He needs to be rotated in and out. Furthermore, you need to freshen it up every now and then. So he will start games. Next year, when we're in the Champions League, hopefully, what are we going to do? Oh, we need to buy another midfielder. All we do is sell the players we want. No one can convince me now that we have a stronger squad than when the window opened. We sold Cucurella and we sold Santos.
I don't think anybody would have said that anyway, to be fair.
But everyone's telling me, oh, it's good money. Who the fuck cares about the money? Like, who cares about the
money?
Like, what good money? In a market where Mateus Fernandes is £85 million, where Scott is touted to be £80 million, Tonali goes for £100 million. What are we doing? We basically gave away a future Brazil starter, a potential captain for them one day, and someone that could have been that wanted to stay. We all know, right, for a fact, this whole narrative, oh, he wants to go, is a club brief. This is exactly what they're doing, basically.
I don't even think it's I don't think it's a case of leave at all costs. That's all. I just think he wants assurances over minutes. That's all. And I think that's a bit different from Cucurella. That was like leave at any point.
Bro, they're forcing. The thing is with Cucurella, right? I don't think it was leave at any point. With Cucurella, it was very much. He spoke out. And then they didn't like that. So they basically made it, oh, yeah, we'll sell you on. We don't want to pay you extra wages.
No, but like you saw when he got the pay rise a few years ago, there was no contract extension with it. I kind of clocked from then that it was only a matter of time.
Bro, they're skimping, Lewis, man. They're skimping on players' wages. It's the same thing that's happening with Enzo now. It's the same thing that's happening with Enzo. People have turned on Enzo, oh, he doesn't want to stay. You're paying him $185K a week. Rice is on 250. Gravenberch is on 300.
Check your Twitter.
There's players in this club, right, that make significant. There's players in the league, sorry, that make significantly more money. Bro, the same fans now, the same people in your chat that are trying to cook me. I'll tell you right now, the minute Santos starts playing well, by December, they're going to be saying, how did Bluco let this happen? And every single time he has a good performance, we're going to get the Lewis Hall tweets with his name. We're going to get the Elise tweets with his name. We're going to get the Musiala and the Rio tweets. Just watch. It's absolute nonsense, man. It's absolute nonsense. We got Lavia fucking claiming allowance every week like a trust fund baby. We got Esugo. I don't even know what he does as a footballer.
We just haven't seen enough of Esugo.
So how can you... This is what I find mad, right? They're like, how do you sell Lavia? You send him on loan to Italy with an option of 35 million. And someone will take it. But yet people don't want to do that. Now, Chelsea would rather cash in. It's nuts. The worst thing is, if he went to Inter, I wouldn't be complaining. I'd say, you know what? He's gone out the league. But now he has to be in front of us every week.
Yeah, but you know, the reason for that is because of the money in the Prem. That's the thing. In the Premier League has got the most money in the league, so it's the most easiest to like get maximum value out of. My thing is like, yes, it still could have got a bit more for Santos, even with that. I get you selling within the league because of the money there, but you could have got more money.
But the money wasn't. But you know what the thing is, right? If the money was 70 million, 80 million, I'd be like, yeah, you can't refuse that. Last year, we heard but Bayern and PSG wanted him for 60. We heard that. So what's next? Josh is going to get sold because we need the money. What's next? Like, are they going to sell Josh now? Because we need the money. Like, we need to replace Santos now. Do you understand what I mean? Now Santos needs to be replaced because I was counting on him for this year.
Nah, but you have Lavia.
Oh, don't worry, bro. Lavia is a trust fund baby, bro. He does no work.
You got both of them.
He does
you
no
have
work.
Asugo as well.
Bro, Asugo's one sprint away from his quadricep blowing up.
Listen, this club is so funny. And the development, the fan base that loves a certain level of development is funny to me because, in the same way that we've seen this with other young players like the Roadrunner Anderson when he left Newcastle. I remember when he left. I remember Newcastle fans not give a shit. and Tonali, who was the one who actually came in, he left too, right? So now, where is the quality there? My thing is Enzo wants to leave, no matter which way you put it. He can stay for one more season, but he's going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be here long term. So you're going to have to figure out that midfield position at some point, right? It's going to be an issue for you moving forward, even if it's not next season, which I still think is going to be an issue next season. Long term, it is going to be an issue for you. 100%, but we have to sell to buy. They've made us a small club. We have to. It's not like we we're selling because it was an unbelievable bid. No, we have to sell. We can't buy players without selling. And he's the only one that people want. People don't want Lavia and these guys. They don't want them. So the Chelsea fans feel like, well, the skill level, the whatever level, every other club sees the same skill level and do not want to pay for them.
Even with Lavia, it's not about skill level. The boss been injured ever since we bought him. Who wants to put money on that? That's a waste of money for any club.
But you guys not see an issue here.
That's why he hasn't got a market.
So, I'd rather we not do business.
There is an issue that you got sold, but the problem is we are skint. They fucked up the club. We are skint.
And the clubs that we're going to buy center mids from, those clubs are not going to be, well, we have to sell this player no matter what. And that's not going to happen. Alex Scott is going to cost you 70 mil. That's just the reality.
He's not better than Santos, by the way.
More than that, most
I'll be honest.
He's not better than Santos.
But it's not even about him being better or not better. He's not a DM. No. He's not even close to being a DM. How is that a replacement for a DM if Caicedo? How does that make sense? You're basically telling me Asugo is the guy. Asugo is the guy because I know Lavia is not going to.
Maybe they're viewing Reese as the DM option.
Now I think we are missing a big point as well, though. I think there's a big issue here. They are
because I know they've spoken about wanting Reese in the midfield to try Reese in the midfield more this season.
Guys, last summer, right? Okay. Last summer. The good thing about YouTube is all our thoughts are documented. Go back to last summer and the way people spoke about Santos. Everybody spoke about him like he's next up.
Yo, bigger fellas.
Everybody's. And all of a sudden now.
No, because listen, all you need is 1 year in the Premier League, right? If you don't hit it and you're flowing, they see you like Palmer did. And even Palmer, after that 1 year, if he has a poor year, he's shit down. That's the way Chelsea fans work. There is no development path, but they want me to believe in development. When I say I don't want young players, I want players ready-made, the fan base yells at me. No, we have to develop guys. But then when it's time to develop guys, we're flipping them immediately. So what's the point? If it's developed, I'm here. Let's develop. When it's time to do that, fans don't want to do that. Okay, don't develop players. Get me ready-made players. Well, you're asking for 2 months. We can't get ready-made. What? So what are we doing?
But Daniel, to the problem with that, and I agree with you, big up the chat, big up fellas, is that you can't develop, if you have like a logjam of 3 or 4 young players at one position, how are you supposed to develop those? It's not like the old days where we would...
Brother, that's my take from like 4 years ago when I said that.
Right.
Like these guys, it's just not going to... That's one issue. You can't... The same thing is happening right now, I promise you, with Quenda, Esteval... Because remember last season I was saying don't get these wingers because Quenda's coming and he's in the same age group as them and he's seen as better than them. So now we're trying to get rid of Garnacho, and Gittins is still going to be here. So it's going to be Gittins, Quenda, whoever the new left winger is, Esteval, Palmer, Neto, so that's 6 guys for 2 positions if we play a back 3. That's 6 guys for 2 positions. I want to see how that works out. I'm really interested.
And it's not like back in the day when we were when Chelsea was proper and we were fighting for leagues, we would do that with strikers, right? Like every year we tried to replace Drogba, right? Shevchenko, Torres, those are players that don't need development. That you just need them to say, all right, who's going to go in there and match the most work? Who's going to be, who's the cream will rise to the top. With these kids, like Santos can't develop if there's a Caicedo and Enzo who's above him because they're still relatively young players, right? Like Enzo's entering his prime, Caicedo's entering his prime.
How's he going to develop?
But he can if there's a level of consistency there, because Zaire Emery is doing it in the midfield of Tinia and Neves and Ruiz.
No, but
Zaire Emery is the first guy off the bench.
Yeah, right, but Emery got kicked to the curb for a lot of this year, bro. Like it was.
No, he's not gonna. Again, Ruiz is how old?
27.
So, bro, are you saying that Santos is going to develop Man United? So you lot
look, once Santos goes to Man United, I'm
going to develop at United, probably, yeah.
Lewis, he's going to develop at United. How is he going to develop in United?
Because he's going to play.
How would he develop at United?
Yo, but who cares if he's gonna? Who gives a fuck if he's gonna develop?
No, I don't care. But someone said.
No, he asked a question, innit?
Yeah, someone said before about developing at Chelsea. Which fair enough, because obviously we had UCL. I don't know how many games he played, but I don't remember it being a lot. But
he played 2,800 minutes. What do you mean?
I can't see him developing at Man United any better than he does now.
Santos played like 2,800 minutes.
Well, you do understand United last season. Just quickly, United last season had 1 game a week, right? So they could play a 35-year-old, or however old he is, next to Maino and these guys, and they're being fine with it because they're playing every week. They're in Europe this year. They're back in the Champions League. So he's going to play a lot of minutes. They're not paying that money for him and the other Brazilian guy. I don't know. Okay.
That's my point.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess he's an idiot then, and it was a great move for everybody, and we stopped talking about it. I don't get it. Like, what are we trying to?
I never said. If you listen, I never once said that. So I never actually said that once.
Listen,
So what's your point? So what's your point? Is my thing. So he's not going to develop there. He's not going to develop there. What are you trying to say?
Daniel.
Hold on.
Don't argue with Chaz. He's the ultimate copium. He's the
wait, Jimmy. Go hear his point.
He's a copium crackhead. Don't argue with Chaz.
No, Jimmy, I'm cool with that. But the copium got to make
He's a
sense.
copium crackhead. No matter what we do, they okay it. Can I get a minute? Can I get a minute?
I just think to hear. I gotta hear a side quick. Chaz, what are you saying, bro?
Well, because basically, I'm not even talking about the player, because Jimmy's gonna go off on the tangent, start shouting and screaming. You all know how it goes.
You know what I'm
We don't need a 2.0, bro.
Uncle, let me talk, man. Uncle, let me talk. Anyway, I was saying to Daniel, someone mentioned before, according to my point, about him developing at Chelsea and not getting enough time to I'm just arguing United will also sign more midfielders. I personally don't think he's going to do any more here than he would there, because they're also going to be in UCL like we was last year. People forget last year, Chelsea played hella games. Played a lot of games of football. And we saw him play, someone said 2,000 minutes. Someone said something like that.
Hey, Ches, what's your fucking point, bro? Big man team.
You don't have one. Can I go? All right, let me. Yo, Daniel, I know you might. I'm a nigga that remember. I got the memory of an elephant. Daniel, remember the first year we sent him on loan, and me and you was like, no. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. All right. We had a conversation that same day. We said in a few years we will know if Chelsea is a selling club. I don't know if you remember.
Of course.
I was like, yo, we'll tell, because they'll send this dude on a couple loans. He'll come back for 1 season, and they'll be looking to sell him. And I looked at Daniel. I said, Daniel, there's no fucking way. And you was like, Jimmy, I don't think they're going to do it. You don't think they're going to do it. But if they do it, it's going to let us know exactly what Chelsea is. Bro, so said, so fucking done. They sent him on, because remember, Daniel, the second loan, we was worried. What did we say on the second loan? Yo, he's gone. He's gone. He's not going to be back at Chelsea. He actually got back last year. He played 1 year. They sold this nigga. That's 3 years.
He played 1 year. This is what I just want people to understand, right? And then this is my whole thing with the whole, and I keep it to Chelsea. Chez's point really.
Our future plans. Sorry.
Chez's point really doesn't matter to me. My point is, if you keep telling me we're a development club, because you're not going to go out and sign Bruno, who's available right now. You're not going to do it. You're not going to sign Bruno. You're going to sign another development player. Yes. And what should I do there? Wait another year and a half and then sell him too? And then you tell me the same story. Hey guys, this next development guy is so much better. So let's bring him in. What is the point?
Now watch this.
Daniel,
whoa, Chez, you talk. Whoa.
Jimmy, you're going to talk for 10 minutes. Allow it. Jimmy,
yeah, I know.
Okay, hold on. Let him say what he got to say, and then Jimmy, you go. I want to hear it.
I want to understand.
I want to hear the quote.
I might agree with you, Daniel and Jimmy. I might agree with you right now. I'm not to the back in Chelsea. What is the definition of a selling club so we understand?
I'm about to tell you. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna tell you. First, Lewis, do me a favor. Go bring up my latest tweet. Bring it up, because I brought up one of my bookmarks from January 1st. I want you to bring it up. I want you to bring it up. Yes, user, whatever. I am a waste man. I wasted it all on your mother's face. All of it.
Your latest tweet or the one from? Oh no, I see it.
That one. January 1st of this year. What did I say Chelsea was?
We're a selling club.
Click on that tweet. Click on it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Real Brighton of London FC. We are a spicy fucking Brighton. Y'all can sit in denial all y'all want. This is what y'all need to realize. Oh, we're not a selling club because of Santos. What you dickheads don't realize, Enzo was going too. Y'all talking about Santos. Santos is gone. Let somebody come for the $120. Enzo's gone.
Facts.
Y'all niggas is not waking up. This is not about the Enzo's gone. Once we get these players and they look like they worth anything, look at the pattern. They're gone. Whether you like Gusto or not. Where is he? Gone. He's about to be gone. Cucurella, gone. We are fucking Brighton. Wait, how do I know we're Brighton? Are we bringing in players better?
No. I will wait.
What are we bringing? Who did we announce today?
Quinda. Let me add something on top of that.
Quinda. Yeah. And I'm gonna show you. It's a loop. It's a loop of bad recruitment. Let me show you why. Hold on, wait, Daniel. What did Quinda say in the interview? They asked Quinda, where are you gonna play? What did he say?
Right wing.
Right wing. Who's on the right wing?
Esteval.
Okay.
No. Wait, hold on, Jimmy, slow down. Slow down.
You better pay attention.
It's not just Esteval. It's Esteval. It's Palma. It's Neto. And it's Quinda. Right, and then you have Garnacho, and Gittins on the other side. So you already have 7 guys,
bro. Esteval,
for apparently it's going to be
Palma
2 positions.
It's next up.
Trust
me.
Big money. Bigger issues.
By the way,
but hold on quickly. Let me answer Chaz's question before I move on. Why are we a selling club? There's 2 reasons why we're selling.
We've been fucked over by this ownership.
I might agree with you. I want to know what definition of selling club because people have a different.
I'm gonna tell you what the definition of selling club.
Just wake up. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna wake up and watch what we're doing.
I'm gonna tell you the definition of selling club. Right?
Go ahead, let him.
For the most part, every club that is not challenging for a title or top 4 usually is a selling club, but it's a different category of even that, right? Because you can, anytime anybody comes for your top players, you're going to sell them. That's just the way it goes. Newcastle just sold Tonali, just sold all those guys. Because if you're not challenging for the league, you are a selling club. But it's even more than that because we're buying players to develop so we can sell, right? And the goal isn't for us to win league titles or let me sell this guy so I can put that money with this and buy Bruno. Or let me sell this guy so I can put that money because when we did it, remember we did it under Roman, right? Hold on, let me just finish my point and then you can go. Remember under Roman when we sold KDB, right? When we sold KDB, and we sold Lukaku, we sold those guys, right? Who came in for those guys? It was Diego Costa. The Lukaku money was used to sign a Diego Costa, right? The KDB money was used to sign Fabregas. So that's not a selling club because you're not looking for profit or looking to balance that money. You're looking to improve your team.
Yeah.
I can almost promise you, we're trying to sign a guy, Shea Gavaria. We're trying to sign Shea Gavaria to replace Cucurella. Shea Gavaria has never played for the national team.
Yeah.
Cucurella is the starting left back for Spain.
Starting left back, and he's
So you understand what I'm saying? So Shea Gavaria is supposed to replace him, right?
Wait, let me add something on top of that. Last summer,
Big
yeah,
up.
and a lot of us don't care about it because last summer they got rid of Noni. They got us Gittins, the England under-21 guy, to develop to be the next Noni. It's literally a cycle. If you don't notice it now,
the midfield's been downgraded until I see better.
And what these niggas don't realize, they talk about all of this over Santos. No, you stupid. That's why dumb people remain dumb all their life. Some of you niggas is gonna live in an apartment all your life, and some of you niggas is gonna own homes. Because some people are too fucking retarded to realize they're in a fucking cycle of mediocrity. Y'all not even realizing, bro, they're dragging us along in the same process. You looking at it, you like, wait, we got rid of Jackson. We got the lap. Hold up.
Oh, God.
Wait, what the fuck we doing? We. And then the day they got rid of Santos, they announced Quinda. We signed Quinda 12 years ago. It feel like Quinda been here since fucking Hazard.
I know.
Like, what are we talking about? Y'all like, you don't have to like the players. We all have our own opinions on each individual player. I'm just talking about who y'all about to defend. Those who don't like Santos are about to defend what the board is doing. The same board you don't like. Think about this. It's not about the individual players.
You can crash out over anything.
Yeah, think about the cycle of what we're doing.
I talk about the principle of it, right? I talk about the principle of it, right? Remember the summer I said if you're selling Cucurella, right? I'm like, that's showing me, yeah, you guys are not serious because we're complaining about we want a certain level of experience or we have a certain level of this and that or whatever it is. You've developed that certain level of experience, and now you want to sell them to bring guys who have never even played Champions League football.
And the worst thing is, yeah, if you got me the left back from Real Madrid, Carreras, or if you got me Araujo, I'll be like, okay, it's wing back.
I don't even want those guys because I don't even want these guys because Cucurella is going to replace them.
Whose name I can't pronounce.
I speak to Jimmy all the time. Me and Jimmy I understand Jimmy's point, your point. What you man are saying is not abhorrent at all. Like, I'm not on the upper side. My only question would be to you, Daniel, specifically. So you don't trust them to replace them with better quality? You've already kind of
what the fuck? Why would you?
Let me finish, bro. And then secondly, based off that expectation that won't happen, because Jimmy's saying recycle and Kay saying it's all cycle, that's the narrative, cool. Are you expecting us to be mid-table next season, max top 4 kind of thing then? So there's like basically
I expect us to be mid-table. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Unless you are only relying on Xabi Alonso being an absolute genius.
That's the only thing that you're relying on.
That is literally the only thing that you are going to. That is the only thing that you're going to have to rely on, right? Because just quickly, right? If you're telling me that you want a challenge for this league title, it's an open league, right? It's nobody. Pep is gone. Pep is gone. But since you're asking me, do I think these are the standards?
Where do you think will be based on like what you expect to happen from this sale, etc.?
Mid-table, maybe 5th if we get lucky. We're a top 4 challenging team. Sometimes when you're a top 4 challenging team, sometimes you get 7th, sometimes you get 5th, sometimes you get 4th, sometimes you get 8th. You saw how Newcastle was doing it, right?
That's what
that's what a top four challenging team does. Sometimes they're going to be 7th because if we won our last game, we would have been 6th, right? So we would have been 6th last season.
We're Spurs on the
that's what we are currently. And if Chelsea fans are comfortable with that, big up. That's cool.
And that's what I said. If you niggas is cool
but don't try to gaslight me like, oh no, I'm glad that we sold Santos because we're not signing nobody better. I don't believe we are. I just don't.
All I'm asking is show me the Santos upgrade.
Because Reaper, it's a thin line. 10th place is mid-table. The space
between so one point and would have been 6th.
That's my point. The line between 10th and 5th in the Prem is thin. He's talking about how could you say mid-table and 5th? Because it's the Prem, nigga. It's the Prem.
I hear you. It's unpredictable. I get you.
Chess, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? So you think, right? We got rid of Santos.
I haven't made an opinion.
No. I want to ask you something because the way you're saying, we are selling. So you think the way we're going right now, what you've seen in the last 4 years, there's hope for a league title at the end of this?
One say league title. I don't think.
No, I'm asking you.
No, but that's what he's asking.
Not this year, Chaz. At the end, like, do you see any path to a league title?
One day.
Tunnel, bro. Do you see that?
If we act the same as we do right now, for example, let me give you a bit of context. Last summer, we could all agree was a step backwards because prior to that, there was optimism within the fan base to a certain degree. Remember, not everybody.
Optimism because y'all thought we were making top 4. It was going to change.
No. After the couple cup, there was a sense of optimism in the fan base that we could potentially be in a title race, or improve at least to the top 3, consolidating it. So when we had the summer and then we had the middle Christmas period again, then people woke up to reality. This is 4 years of the same thing. So I think, in my opinion, this didn't happen. But if Chelsea had a better summer last year, different conversation. We didn't. Terrible season, and now we're here to the point where we believe it's going to be the same. To be fair to you, even Kay, haven't seen anything yet to tell me it's going to be completely different to that. The only thing I would say is we haven't had no stability since we've had like this whole thing, not even once. And that's their fault too for hiring managers like Poch and other guys who are just dead, like Liam Rosinho. That's dead. No one here rated that guy. No one was necessarily wanting Poch even. So I can't defend that. And I won't defend even the lap signings. But what I will say is Maresca tanking isn't the reason why we failed. Because recruitment was
my days.
I just think we need to have stability.
I see why you and Donna boys, bro. They go on soliloquies where they say 15.
He said that weren't the reason why we failed.
We need to listen and not respond.
Yeah,
it wasn't
the reason.
He said recruitment.
I'm saying we just need stability because I personally, I'm saying the recruitment was poor last summer. Before that, I wasn't that upset, to be honest with you. I was upset with January. Could have got a centre back, cool. But before that, I wasn't thinking, we're going to be mid-table forever. It's only the past 6 months I've started to question it, going, they didn't get a centre-back in January. Maresca tank, that's not good. Cucurella's gone. Recently, I've started to change my point of view. Because you asked Lewis and Jimmy, I wasn't always thinking like this. Only recently, I'm like, I think we're going to have a good summer. We got Alonso. I didn't predict Alonso, but I thought we'd get someone in good. I was surprised. There was more hope. We got him. Now, like Lewis is saying, if we replace Wharton with Alex Scott, I wouldn't be sitting and saying we're going to finish mid-table. I'm not going to agree with you and Daniel. And you two will probably change your opinions too. I don't believe we're going to downgrade from Santos, in my opinion. Genuinely.
Do you? Let me ask you this. For those folks that
come back to me and at me. I'll be like, Ches, well, I'm like, I'm wrong.
Hold on, Smokey. We ain't heard from you yet. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, on that point, I just want to ask you guys a question. So, if we were to replace Santos with an Alex Scott or Adam Wharton, do you still have the same energy you have now?
Yes.
We're not going to do it, though.
So Santos was going to be on our bench. Adam Wharton and them going to be on our bench? Get the fuck. Are you guys smoking dope?
Enzo leaves, no?
Oh, wait.
Okay, hold on. If Enzo leaves...
Bullshit, man. Fuck off.
If Enzo leaves...
that nigga
Santos.
No matter how you feel about Enzo is better than what
mod for.
He's definitely better. So that's a downgrade. That's one. So don't use the Enzo.
Better than Wharton at a 10.
And now you're talking about you're talking about Alex Scott.
A replacement.
I'm just saying as a player.
Santos.
Either of those two are not going to replace Santos. But if they do, if Alex Scott replaces Santos, I'm not moved at all.
I don't get how does Scott replace? Y'all think the money they're gonna pay for him is to put him on a bench? Y'all saying we don't have money. So how the fuck we gonna have that much money to buy a bench player? Who the fuck is Real Madrid?
Boys,
it's copium. You think we're gonna pay $70 million for Alex Scott to sit on the bench?
That's what I'm saying. I don't get what we.
Wait,
what
you
are
don't
we
think we're gonna buy a 10 for Enzo?
No, but come on, he'll get minutes.
Brother, you have a Sugan Lavia.
Yo, hold on. Let's be
no. For Enzo, listen, we all know if Enzo goes, they're going to go for Orton. We all know that.
Yeah, no.
I think it's
I think they'll replace Enzo with the left 10 they're talking about.
So, okay, hold on. So then I have 8 players for 2 positions.
The only one we've heard is Rogers.
No.
And Somerville. It's been
Wait, hold on, boys. Who's up?
Hold on. I'm so confused. So if I replace Enzo now, Santos is gone. If Enzo goes and I replace him with a number 10, who is playing next to Caicedo?
No, you're placing two players. If Enzo goes,
Walton's meant to be for Enzo.
Yeah, Walter will be. Would it? What? Why?
Yeah. Walton's meant to be the Enzo replacement.
Walton's meant to be
Whoa. Let's hold on. Wait. Let's establish this. Enzo does not play in the pivot. So when you're saying he's the replacement, that's what throwing people off. Enzo plays 10 at Chelsea. He doesn't play in the pivot. Enzo hasn't played in the pivot in a long fucking time. He doesn't play in the pivot. So if Enzo is sold, we're going to buy Wharton. He's not replacing fucking Enzo. He's going to play next to Caicedo.
Pivot,
that's where the confusion is coming in. Enzo does not play in the pivot for Chelsea. He has not for a long fucking time, people.
Oh, hold on. I agree with that, but I don't think you replace. I don't think players get replaced like for like.
No, I agree with you on that too.
So in terms of in this current team, right? In this current team, how do we usually play? We play with Caicedo by himself with 2 10s, right? Essentially, it's Enzo and Palma, right? So we play, and that's how we play. How does the new manager play? Apparently, since we're signing all these wing backs, we're going to play a back 5. We're going to play a midfield 2.
2 holding, 2 holding.
So 2 holding and probably two 10s, right?
10s.
I don't want to go as a 10. 50 million for Santos, 100 plus for EB leaves. I think, like Jimmy said, I think we'll replace Santos with a Scott or Walton, and then we'll replace.
We're not.
10.
Yes, we won't do that. Do you know why? Because those players will come. We won't do that because Esteban and Palmer need to play.
Yeah, we know that, brother.
Esteban's
we got robbed, man.
But,
no guns.
but
50
Alexis,
fucking million
you can't just
Santos.
say we wouldn't do that.
Hey, if I'm wrong for saying I'd want more.
No, I do believe. Hold on. I do believe that we are going to sign Somerville. I think Somerville's going to come to Chelsea.
Oh, his bum ass is coming in.
Hold on. And that
are only developing more.
I'm so confused now. Okay. So what number 10?
I'm saying, Daniel, to make it clear.
Don't tell me what we need. Who are we linked to?
We need a ball carrier in midfield, a left hand.
But Somerville is why are we linked to Somerville, bro? Only thing he got going is he has nice braids.
I don't want Somerville.
That's it. I used to wear my hair like that. That's the only thing I like about Somerville.
I'll be honest, I'm not. You know what? I think you guys have time on your side, right? But time moves by very, very quickly. September is coming very soon, so we can have this conversation then when none of the players you guys are talking about actually get signed. We'll have that conversation.
Exactly.
So I'm not even. I don't want to do the if they replace him with this guy. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let me see it happen. The only guy they signed right now.
I hear it.
It doesn't matter, does it? It's irrelevant.
I hear it.
We spent a whole summer, we spent a whole summer.
Wait. So you just dismissed all I said because you asked me where do I think we're going to finish? Top 4.
You just said with your own
top 4 mid-table.
You just said. Let me repeat what you just said back to you. You just said.
So you just said Chloe Glazer then. I wasted my time.
Anyway, let me speak. You said just now there's no point talking about players we won't sign. Your opinion. You just said that. I've just said to you, based on your logic previously, is irrelevant because you're going to finish mid-table anyway. So
how is it irrelevant?
Because you just said, regardless of who we get, you don't.
We're doing semantics arguments.
We need to get anyway.
Well, I'm so confused. I said we're not going to get the guys you guys are saying we're going to get. So I don't want to have the conversation now.
For any of these guys, fair enough. Leave it then. I think we can get one of them. I don't think we need to be a top team to get flipping.
You just said we're going to get both.
When did I say we're going to get both?
Your whole premise is we're going to get Wharton. Yeah. We're going to get Wharton and then Scott to replace. So I'm confused. Or do you think
a 10 and a deep line playmaker? So that's why I didn't say both.
So is Scott a deep line playmaker?
No, Wharton is.
Is Scott a 10?
No, I don't know what Scott is.
I wouldn't.
So then what does Scott do?
I'll get one or the other. I wouldn't get both. I wouldn't.
No, but hold on. But in this scenario, if you do get Scott, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I wouldn't
if you do get Scott in this scenario,
what does Scott do?
I would rather get Walton, Jimmy. I'd rather get Walton to replace.
We don't. Scott with Caicedo don't work because Caicedo's still sitting. I don't want.
So you're saying, so you think we're going to sign Wharton? You think we're going to sign Wharton if Enzo doesn't leave, right?
I don't want Scott, but it comes into him. That's why I mentioned his name because we're seeing.
Yeah, cool. So, Tez, do you think we're going to end up signing Wharton even if Enzo doesn't leave?
I can't predict if we're going to sign him.
Of course we're
I'm
not.
asking your opinion.
Yeah. So if they slap 100 million price tag on him,
Of
I don't
course
think
You see what I'm saying?
No, but
we're not, bro.
Wait,
We're
Chess.
How the fuck are we
The problem is, if we sell, I want to keep Enzo. But if 120 million comes in and we sell him, no problem. 120 million, sell it. 100%. The problem is I don't trust this club to go and get Wharton. And the problem is then we have to develop Wharton for 2 years. We're literally signing.
I don't agree with that.
You don't need to develop Wharton.
Wharton don't need no 2 years of
Wharton's a prem.
What do you mean
Wharton
development?
is ready now. I disagree.
Wharton
is not no world class player. He's not world class, but he's a very good player.
Development to do what? He's a deep line player.
Yeah, but Jimmy, the jump from the jump from like a good player to very good, a decent player to very good, it's not that huge. The jump from very good to world class is a very difficult thing to
I don't need him to be world class. I don't need him to be world class. I need him to be a deep line playmaker, play the six.
I'm not gonna lie, I need him to be world class.
And Caicedo could do the running up and down. Here's my problem with Enzo.
Caicedo's performances have been dropping because he has to carry. He's been listen,
but he won't be carrying nobody. He can do that fucking content role. No, but he won't. He doesn't have to carry Wharton. What is he carrying Wharton for?
Conte was carrying Georgie.
But Caicedo can roam and do the running. That's what I want. That's what he can do.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying if the guy there isn't defensively, Adam Wharton is great on the ball. Defensively, he's not quite there. To me,
but he has three center backs. He's protected, bro.
So was Jorginho, who's a better player than Wharton ever.
Jorginho was protected, and we fucking won, didn't we?
Jorginho was protected. Not in the league because Conte was always injured.
Say what?
I said not in the league because Conte was always injured. We had to bring Conte back so quickly all the time because nobody else could play that role.
Conte was always injured. Caicedo's not injured.
Dankover and Ruben.
We just passing on
Daniel,
injuries.
the problem with
like,
Enzo, and this isn't because he's leaving.
I want Caicedo. Rolling.
Okay,
I don't want Caicedo sitting.
Daniel, the problem with Enzo
Caicedo is a waste.
Okay.
It's a waste.
Daniel
you see his ability to pass. You see his ability to shoot. Why would you make him sit? It's a waste.
I don't want him to sit either.
Lewis,
that's all I'm saying. I don't want Caicedo sitting.
Wait, Jimmy. From what Pi said, the plan for Caicedo ain't even for him to sit. The plan's for him to go.
Exactly. Why would he sit? Yeah.
Hey, Lewis, I'll say something about Pi. Yeah,
I'm talking about.
I talks a lot of shit.
Like, just to add to that,
I talks a lot.
No, but I want to double that because I saw from Journalism RP that Jabi Alonso is also still looking for a more taller physical midfielder, and that also might be why he's a bit more willing to see Santos go because he wants to bring in a different profile of midfielder as the DM.
Ever since Pi became a journalist,
upgrade, we see. I don't know what to believe.
Ever since Pi started getting ITK information, he's become Blueco's main protector. Everything. Oh, give him time. Oh, guys, do this. Last summer, he was more pressure now.
It was no time given, but though, Alex, we got eyes to see what's going on. But I don't know where all this. I see it too. I don't know where that shit come from. Blueco got worse, and now you want to give him time when they were actually doing decent. Y'all was on their some of his worst.
I don't want to give him time. That's just what I've heard, isn't it?
No, it's not about giving.
Some of his worst tweets was him not giving Blueco any time. Now he's giving them time. No, now they don't get any time. I can't believe after what we went through last summer, people are really about to give them any bit. They get
listen, Jimmy. I don't mind it because Chelsea fans, the fan base wants to be positive. It sucks being negative about your team. So you guys who want to be positive, you do your thing. But don't try to gaslight me like I'm crazy for thinking we're going to be bummed.
You be positive, right?
You believe what you want to believe. Don't start tweeting and saying all this and disrespecting because if we don't do what we're supposed to do next season, I'm going to start violating. I've been chilling.
No, I hear that.
Y'all being disrespectful when I say, from when you guys told me about the Man Young thing, I said it wasn't going to happen. Y'all telling me about these certain guys, I said it's not. Y'all telling me about, Garnacho, we can use him for a year, we can get ins. Both of that is not working out. So now let me have my opinion of this summer. If it works out for you and we end up signing Rodgers and Wharton and LeCroix and we end up signing in Dyer too, big up. I'll be the first one to come and say that was a good summer.
Yo, I know
But
we talked about the midfield.
September 10th and it doesn't happen, cool.
Yo, I know we
gonna
got
happen.
questions on the midfield, but yo, we got like 6 wingers and a manager who's not going to play wingers. What the fuck are we going to do?
That is mad.
Hey, I don't know if y'all realize it. Our whole fucking team, we're gonna be walking around like this on the pitch. All these left foot motherfuckers. We're only gonna be going one way, one fucking way, one way. Where are we going with all these left foot attackers, bro? All these left foot fucking wingers. I'm telling y'all, at the end of last transfer fucking window, I crashed out. And niggas told me I was Jimmy Minerals. I'm about to get the merch.
Last summer
I'm
was
about to get the
horrendous
Jimmy
window.
Minerals merch because we are going even worse. And y'all are, now is the time y'all giving them the benefit of the doubt.
We'll see.
What?
We'll see,
How?
Jimmy. At the end of the window, we'll see.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so when we
You
see,
niggas wait to the end of the window.
Daily till it gets done.
Don't let
Why
them
the
do
fuck-
this to you. If you want to think, what
Yo,
You don't get a minute of grace.
Why the fuck would I wait to the end of the window? I waited to the end of the window every other window.
Let him speak, innit? He's very spoke.
I'm saying that we'll see.
KG.
All will reveal itself at the end of the window.
Yeah, KG will get you in that.
They're under pressure. They have to deliver. It's on them. So we'll wait and we'll see. At the end of the window, we make our judgment. It will all reveal itself.
No. It's bro. It's
I like that
revealed.
slogan.
Whoa, hold up, bro. We finished 10th. It's revealed. What do we mean?
They're under pressure.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You know why they're not under pressure? Because niggas is celebrating us selling
They're not under pressure to me. What?
They're
They're not under pressure
Hold on,
because
wait,
the
bro, let
Chelsea
me
fans
finish.
were celebrating 20
We are
minutes
celebrating
because
them deviating from the project they told us to buy
Lewis,
into.
you don't even believe that
Project
yourself.
2030,
Yeah.
remember that?
I was watching it. I came back from Wembley
Lewis,
to
they're
Baker
not under
Street to
pressure.
do
They
the
want
Santos.
chance. If what Jimmy's saying is
Santos,
correct,
he's
they
the
want
old
money.
Project 30. They
Jimmy,
gone. They about to be
I
gone.
agree with you about their ethos. If their ethos is correct, they want top 4. They want the UCL money. Of course, under pressure.
What?
It doesn't matter whatever way you look at it. If we're a mid-table club and they like us being top 4, they're not even meeting their own standard. Of course, there's pressure.
Yo,
There's pressure from us fans.
Pressure
and pressure
from
from your
who?
own board. You can't
Whoa, bro. They just gave these niggas a 6-year contract extension. What
Jimmy,
pressure?
you don't think
Fire
their
me.
objectives?
Yo, you just gave me a contract extension. What pressure? Fire me.
So Jimmy,
Fire
you're saying honestly, they don't care about UCL money.
I'm saying they just got new contracts. If you fire somebody within year 1 of a new contract, do you know
Trez,
how happy
you just
I
had
would
to
be?
look at the Maresca brief. They just blamed him and kept it stepping.
What the fuck? What? Yo, you know what? Y'all motherfuckers got the brain cells of an amoeba. This shit, y'all keep falling for this same shit over and over and over and over again. That's how I know I can rob you niggas blind without a fucking
I never said they want to win the league, though. I can talk.
Bro, there is no pressure.
I never
Pressure
said
from
they're
who?
going for the league, though. I never said that. I said they want a minimum of Champions League football. How is that crazy to say?
Yo,
But that's not crazy to say. But you can get Champions League football with nonsense. Like I just said, it fluctuates, right? A few injuries to Aston Villa, and we're ahead of them. You don't gotta. But if that's your goal, then I'm never going to back you. I'm never going to back you. I'm sorry, I'm off it.
Daniel, I hear you. When you hope, but at the end of the day, even for their own crap standards, because all of us want to win the league, we want to win Champions League again.
They don't have standards.
Jimmy, their standard is still UCL.
I want to get KG.
No, the fuck it's not. We got it one time. We got it one. Yo, Ches.
one time in
Yo,
5
Ches.
years.
You the type nigga who bitch will burn you and you'll take her back. Yo, if their standards is top 4, these motherfuckers been here 4 years. They got it one time. It can't be the standard, bruh. What the fuck? Get it through your thick fucking head.
You can't. In 2026, your standard can't be top 4 because everybody in this league has long bread. Everybody's got money now. Yo, Spurs finished 17th twice and have already spent like 200 million. Yo, we've seen Forrest go out and spend bread. You need to make signings that move the needle, and your aspirations at Chelsea Football Club, I don't give a fuck if it's 2026, 1996, 2006, should always be to challenge for the fucking league title and to win trophies. And if you're not making signings that point towards that, then you're okay with mediocrity. And that's what this board is showing you. They're okay with trying to do commercial success, which they can't even do right because we don't have a fucking shirt sponsor. We don't have a fucking new stadium. We're losing money because everybody else has bigger stadiums. So then we end up flipping guys like Santos.
I'm not gonna blame
flipping all these kids and shit like that. Yeah, I know the stadium's more complicated. But yo,
with the stadium that we have, Roman was always top 3 in revenue. How did he achieve that?
Yo, because Roman was cooking the fucking books, Daniel. We all know that. Like, that's not.
He wasn't. It's not cheating.
Daniel.
Hold on, slow down. The cheating. Can I respond then? Can I respond?
Daniel, black men don't cheat, but Roman does.
You know how Roman cheated and what he got caught for cheating for?
Bro,
hey, when I fired this manager, let's make a deal. So my payoff. Can I?
Go ahead.
Do y'all want to talk or y'all want me to just let my point go?
Let him learn.
I'm just saying, when Roman's cheating and what he was caught for cheating, quote unquote, was I don't want to pay you these 20 million for firing you on the books. He still recorded 80 million and 1.5 billion in losses over 20 years. These guys have 1.3 billion in losses.
Yeah, bro, look, I'm not.
Why are we acting like? Why are we acting like? So no, hold on. So when it comes to revenue, why are we acting like he did not get 50 million from Nike? He didn't have a sponsorship for Samsung.
No, we're not arguing that. Dude, you're arguing the wrong shit. We're not against Roman.
We're not saying that. And also, there's certain things. For example, the loan system has completely changed after the
all
loan
that
army
shit.
we
I was
created.
about to say that.
Second of all,
One
sec, Jimmy. Also, the reports were found out from the Eredivisie itself that Roman put in unknown money into Vitesse, who was basically our fucking second team, because we were loaning them. And of course, they had the money for the loans because Roman was backing them from the book.
Roman backed the whole club. We talking about, I read that report.
Has put charges on the test for that. They got
I don't care that we cheated.
We literally have a second club that Bluco. We literally have a second club that Bluco owns.
Daniel, there's restrictions now. Before, because we created the loan army.
All right, man. All right,
we created the loan army.
Let's see go,
Bring
guys.
back my Russia oligarch. Bring it back, man.
I agree, but guys, no one's gonna hear CP, please.
I'm saying now we have the restrictions of, hey, we can only have a certain amount of international loans and all that. Before, we could loan out 5 billion people to fucking any club in the fucking world. But now, because of things we did, I'm fine with us doing them because we won shit. I don't care. But now we have to pay for the consequences for these things now, right? That's what adulthood is.
Pay for the consequences. Who told them to sign 7 wingers?
Yeah, whoa. Roman gave us the sweet. I don't know if y'all watch basketball. Y'all ever seen Gary Payton throw an alley-oop?
Yes.
He gave us a Gary Payton alley-oop. Okay? And instead of Sean Kemp, it was Luke Longley that jumped up and grabbed it. They fucked
If you're not cheating, all the cheating nonsense, every big club cheats. So I don't want to hear that. These guys are just cheating for you. So whatever way you want to say, guys, they're doing things right. Didn't they get fined? Didn't they get fined last year for breaking UEFA rules?
Bro, we get fined every year.
We cheated since the niggas came. We sold hotels to ourselves. We were selling our own jerseys.
That's my whole thing. The excuse of under Roman, we were this high because he was cheating. These guys are cheating too, and we're not even close.
Yeah. They cheated and fucked up the money.
So you see why when you say cheating, I don't care about the cheating. The cheating don't mean for 4 years you don't have a permanent sponsor because you told me you were getting Jordan brand for 65 million. So what does cheating have to do with that aspect of it?
We gonna fuck around and get New Balance.
What does cheating have to do with the fact that when you signed a deal to buy the club, there was an agreement to invest over $1 billion into the stadium?
On cloud.
We're gonna have Hoko on our shirt. Y'all know those sneakers?
My thing is this. Listen, Smokey. I know you believe in these signings coming in. I'll bet you that we're not signing Lacroix. We're not. No. Don't switch up.
Don't switch up.
I'll bet you. Whoever believes in this, I'll bet you. Lacroix not coming to Chelsea, man. It's gonna be Ramon. It's gonna be Ramon.
Daniel, you better talk. Niggas said we're gonna have sketches on the
We got to invest on what they do.
One at a time, guys.
One voice.
That's where I'm waiting to see what they do. That's where I'm at. It's
Smokey, can I ask you a question?
The pressure's on them.
Listen, you can see. So wait. Smokey, do you invest in stocks?
We'll get to Alexis.
That's where I'm at.
You guys are like stock investors that you see this stock going down every year, and you say, "Yo, this time it's gonna go up." It's not going up.
It's not that. It's on.
Yo, Smokey, I got a question for you.
Narrative. The pressure's on. The pressure's on.
Okay,
bro.
Smokey, how many years have you supported Chelsea?
Many,
yeah? Okay. So for the last 4 years, have you not seen them get consecutively worse? How do you still have faith? We're consecutively getting worse. Yeah, you still have faith.
Oh, yeah, he couldn't hear you. He had to reset.
I don't think he can hear us.
He was on his phone, I could tell.
Yeah, boys, the real issue here is,
he was in the joint.
Yeah, he's back now.
Smokey, how you sneak a phone into the joint, man?
You can hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you
Okay.
I can hear you.
Sorry, Alexis, go again, bro.
I've got a question for you. You've supported Chelsea for many years, right? For the last 4 years, Blue Collar have got consecutively worse, right? Like the transfer windows of it. So why do you think this year is any different?
It's not that I think, bro. I'm just, bro. For me, where I'm at, they brought in Xabi Alonso. They came out at the end of the season saying that we reflected and we're going to make a change. So I'm going off their word. You're saying you've reflected that you're going to make a change. Okay, show me. That's where I'm at. Show me. If you give me the same bullshit, then it's like, okay. then I know where.
My nigga. Yo, Daniel. Santos is gone and Garnacho's here, my nigga. Like Santos is gone. We got Garnacho. We got Giddens. But Santos is gone. Like,
Smokey, I hear you.
To get an upgrade on him.
Like I hear what Smokey says, but the melanin in my skin doesn't believe shit until I see it with my own 2 eyes.
Exactly.
So unless you show me, like
you can come out
with
shit. We got to see it.
I can call my wife right now and tell her all types of crazy. Yo, babe, I just booked a trip to Japan. We're gonna get the PS6 before it even comes out. Yo, we're gonna do all this thing. But you know what she's gonna say when she gets home? Let me see the plane tickets. Let me see the reservation. Because she's not gonna believe in none of that shit. And rightfully so, because there's nothing, just like Blue Code, there's nothing that I've done that would show that I have a fucking plan moving forward to actually get better. That's my thing. Like when I saw the news with Santos, my immediate reaction was, yo, that's like, I wanted more than 50 mil. Like I don't think Santos is a needle mover. I don't think he's a great midfielder or he'll be a great midfielder, but I'm seeing other midfielders that I don't rate as highly as Santos go for 75, 80. So if you want to come and take Santos from me, I was expecting 65, 70. So based off of, you know what, like Alexis said, Jimmy said, and Daniel and other folks said too. Yeah. If we let Enzo go, I just don't trust the board to replace them with like quality, or God forbid, I don't even believe in religion, but God forbid they actually go out and get somebody better than fucking Enzo. That's why I don't trust the board, because they've never shown that to me since they've been here. Yeah. They've never shown me moves that make it seem like we want to challenge for a title. Conversely, they're showing me shit. We're getting rid of Cucurella, and I know his age and things like that, but Cucurella is still in my opinion, a top 3, top 5 left back in the world. We replaced them with some dude that from Rayo Vallecano that I've never heard of.
Shea Guevara, little brother.
Shea Guevara, man.
Play Football Manager. Yeah. I've never heard of this dude. Like I don't. And maybe he comes good, and maybe he's a nice squad depth and shit like that. But yo, like I'm not all about big names, but for fuck's sakes, like I see other clubs. Yo, Arsenal won the league. They're out there for Bruno G. They just went out and
Oh,
spent.
he's about to be done.
They spent 60 last year on Eze. They spent 60 last year on Zubamendi. They got 100 million invested into Declan Rice and Peas. They went out and spent 40 on fucking Mourinho. And I'm seeing my club. We're selling.
They got 9 center backs better than everyone.
Yeah, and we're moving. We're moving with like market opportunities and
internal
moving with
solutions.
Yeah, niche players and stuff like that. You know what? Go out, get me Lacroix over the line. Get me
Speaking
a
of
bad
Lacroix
boy
over
left
the line,
hand.
Palace have just got here we go for a centre back.
Hey,
okay.
Yeah, if we'll get Lacroix now, he ain't coming. If we don't sign Lacroix now, he ain't coming.
KG, that's what I'm saying.
Let me make this clear. Let me make this point clear.
That's why every time they mention a player that I actually want, and then they mention another guy that I really don't want or don't know, I already know they're gonna sign that guy. Ramon is coming to my team from Como. That's who you're gonna sign. You're not signing Lacroix, man.
Daniel, you don't get credit.
You're not signing Lacroix.
I said that shit first. I said, why's the smoke screen, nigga? I said it. I said it on
Because
one of my,
you can only trick me so many times, Jimmy. Because I've seen this play before. It's an old school play. It's an old school Chicago play. It's an old school play.
Why is the smoke screen? I said that shit on my fucking USA stream. You could go back and look. I said, look, why is the smoke screen? We getting this Yakumo nigga. Whatever his name is.
Mainly a centre back where you can play in either fullback position, isn't it? Maybe.
Yeah.
Nobody should trust Gluco. They have to earn our trust.
Yeah,
Nobody should trust in them. They gotta earn it. They gotta show us why we should trust in them.
He said, if we get Lacroix, are we gonna shut the fuck up?
No,
you should shut the fuck
at
up
this
now.
Point, I'm just chilling, just watching.
Can I ask you a question?
I came on here when Alonso signed. I said, you signed the best manager on the table that we could get. I was happy, right? But I'm like, let's hold on, because people think just because they signed him, he can't get fired too. They can mess up enough that he's also going to get fired. What? Haven't you guys? You guys are Roman. We're all Roman babies, man. We grew up on Roman.
Yeah.
I remember Roman getting the best managers in the world and firing them too. These guys fired Tuchel, did they not?
Yeah.
Why y'all think, yo? Because Alonso's gonna talk. You know he's gonna talk. When he don't get the players he wants, he's gonna come out and start talking. Hey, this is going on, and then it's gonna be all right. It's time to go. It's time to go, bro. Let's just get him out of here, man. Let's get Nagelsmann in. Let's just keep the fucking cycle.
Do you want this is just an open question to everybody. Do you want all of these signings to come in to fit Alonso's system, knowing that knowing that the vast this isn't me. I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way.
Alex, you said no, but what's the alternative?
For me, the problem is we can't do the whole if Alonso wants him, I want him, because I'm getting a 28-year-old left back I never heard of.
Okay. What's the alternative?
Get me
the alternative is to have actual.
Rely on the guys we don't like. You got to pick.
No, the problem is this: a manager's job is to manage the players that you bring in tactically. Some managers are terrible when it comes to scouting players. Tuchel was awful with
most. I agree.
Most
managers are
right. Most managers are, because let's be honest, they don't have time. Alonso to me hasn't been a manager long enough. Alonso hasn't been a manager for me long enough for me to trust his scouting and him picking players and doing all that. I just trust his tactic level, because he came into that Leverkusen team. He didn't buy a whole bunch of players and he turned them into fucking champions. So I trust you as a manager and a coach. Do I trust you as a fucking scout? Fuck no.
But we got Bluco. That's the alternative.
But who you trust more, Alonso or Bluco?
Alonso. At this current moment.
What are you saying though, Alexis? Because that was who the question was posed to.
Yeah. Do you trust Alonso or Bluco? That's the question. Is like, to me, I'm gonna give Alonso a chance. Fuck it. Why not? We wasted $1 billion.
But people are saying they're gonna back him fully, right?
Yeah.
Xhaka would have been our player if they backed him fully. I don't believe this.
Well, we know
comment
they're
from
not
Xhaka.
gonna back him fully in that sense, because I don't think that's the problem. I don't think the money is the problem. I think Sunderland's just not selling him.
Yeah.
Not selling him.
But you know he can make it difficult. Jimmy, you know players that
That's the point. He's not.
Yeah, but Xhaka don't want to make it difficult.
Yeah, he's not. He don't want to disrespect.
Today, I'm happy here.
Yeah, he don't want to. It's clear he don't want to violate.
I don't think Xhaka was ever fussed.
He was not going to violate it. Yeah,
That's the biggest problem.
And I think he's too old to do that shit.
Sunderland are not going to let him go, and he's not going to force it.
And not only that, yo,
that's the thing. Do we put anything to the fact that it was a? Do you put anything to the fact that it was a quote unquote disrespectful bid or anything like that? Do you guys put any stock into that?
I'm fine with the disrespectful bid because at the end of the day, they're fucking Sunderland and we're Chelsea. Like I know that might sound.
We get to the
hold on, KG, I hear you, but aren't they in Europe and we're not?
I don't give a fuck if they win I don't give a fuck if they win whatever European competition. They're still.
You think you're the old Chelsea, huh?
Hold on, players market value, innit? That's what
you got Tottenham finished 17th, bro. You got big boy money and your club is
but you know Tottenham is the money that they're spending and in the wages that they're spending, they're overpaying for everything.
Right.
Because they know that. Because they know. Listen, they know we've been shit for so long. We got to overpay for this, and that. If we're saying we can't trust our scouts, I can't trust the sporting directors, and then the manager says, okay, I want this player to, help the development and help this and help that, and we say, yeah, nah, nigga, you're not getting that player. Okay, so then what am I doing? I'm back to trusting the scouts, right?
Well, hold on, wait. We don't know how he really feel about that. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
We're assuming. We don't know how we feel.
No, you're right, Jimmy. We're gonna hear about his annoyance about that when they fire him in like January, because you already know he's gonna get fired. When they do that, then he's gonna come up and say,
feel like I said he's gonna last 12 months. I told niggas he's gonna be
okay, 12 months. I'm saying I'm gonna give it.
Reason why I said 12.
I'm gonna give it 8. I'm gonna get 8 months.
I said 12, but I figured. I figured best case scenario, he get top 4. He get top 4. You know what he's gonna want? More power. Yeah. They're gonna look at him and be like, no.
We know how the game works. He's not. If he manages to get top 4 with guys that he didn't like or whatever it is, and he has to make it happen, he's gonna want the top players. And to me, it's like people's assumption is, well, once we get to that stage, these guys are gonna pay for these guys and do this and do that. No, they're not.
They're gonna fire.
No, they're not. And they're gonna say, hey, we back in top 4. You can go. Let's go get somebody else.
Yeah, I hear you. Look. Hopefully.
Like, trust me, the Xhaka thing would have been irrational on like a financial basis, if you want to say perfectly, right? If you paid 25 million for him, that's too much. But you know what that would have shown me? Oh, you really fuck with this manager.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
25. I don't think 25 gets shit because they said they're not selling him.
It's not you know what, Jimmy?
Because my thing
they said they weren't selling him after we bid 8.
No,
that's why.
No, whoa. That's not true. That's not true. They said that he was not for sale. They bid 8.
Yeah.
He said from the beginning they're not selling him. I remember.
We didn't even give him an offer to think
stayed
about.
In negotiations with us for a couple of days afterwards.
Man, Sunderland from the beginning said they were not selling, and they said that, and they said after we said
Jimmy, Sunderland is a selling club. Let's go back to the selling club. Let's go back to the selling club. Sunderland is a selling club. But if you tell me, if you're telling me to sell my captain who just helped me get to Europe after getting relegated, right? I just got promoted. I got to Europe by getting this guy. I paid 16 million for him. You want to pay me half of that price? Yeah, fuck off. Maybe I don't want to sell him because no club wants to sell players who are good for them. But if we offer 20 million or 25, Xhaka himself is going to be like, well, come on, guys, that's reasonable. Why don't you let me go?
Yo, I don't.
You offered 8, and this is where we are. So it is what it is. I don't even want Xhaka.
No.
Why am I arguing about Xhaka when I don't even want him?
I know, but hold up, Daniel.
That's not what we arguing, bro.
Daniel, but I think
no. I'm saying they're making me argue. They're making me argue like I want, because people will see this clip and be like, this nigga wants Xhaka. Fuck out of here. I don't want no fucking Xhaka.
I think you're contradicting I think you're contradicting yourself in a sense of, hey, if we offer them 20, the Xhaka might be like, hey, that's good enough money. But if he's the captain of a side that he captained getting top 4, that top four money is worth more than the fucking 20 million.
Of course it is. But you're not hearing what I'm saying. He's also still 33, turning 34. There's a difference between 8 million. Hold on, there's a difference. It's like this is the same argument I had last season.
Daniel, you've talked. I've let you talk. I've been quiet the entire time, so let me speak my piece, and you can talk. I'm very respectful about that. I've let you. Okay, so I'm saying is that why would they do that? Okay, you're gonna say that. Okay, he's gonna turn a year older. So what? They're in Champions League. They've got the Champions League money.
Who's in Champions League? Europa, brother.
Sorry, Europa. Apologies, Europa. Still a lot of money for them, especially from going from relegation from the championship side to what they are a year later, right? So that's a lot of money. They're fine with taking the hit for another year. They don't care if he's worth 5 million next year. If they're still going to be a European.
So you feel like okay?
It doesn't even.
Okay, let me ask you a question then.
It doesn't even have to be Europa. It could be Conference League. But just because how the money is distributed, even from the top of the league to the bottom, they would still be earning way more money and the European slot money.
So do you believe that they're not going to sell any of their top players then?
I don't think they are this week. I don't think they are.
Okay, so if they do, if they do in this summer, can we have that conversation then? And you say, you know what, I was wrong. They can't sell their top players.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, cool. That's all I ask. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool.
But you know,
I'm cool with that.
There's one other thing that we've forgotten, right? Sunderland have the youngest owner. And the one thing young billionaires don't like is when older billionaires try to bully them around like they ain't got bread.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very
so
true.
When you put an £8 million bid in for his captain, he would have taken it personally. And he said, you know what? I ain't selling anymore. Maybe I would have spoken to you. Don't rule that out. You know? He's like, my billions are as good as your billions.
Yeah,
and
new money versus old money, Alex. New money versus old money.
I'm telling you, the minute I saw that, and Xhaka most probably said, you know what, if you lot are serious and you think I'm worth £8 million and maybe 15, why am I going to burn bridges if I might be stuck here anyway?
Yeah. Yo, I said they should have tapped up Xhaka's wife. Yo, you want to live in the black country or you want to live in fucking West London?
His wife is, he should.
No, the real, if we're being honest, the real player, if you want that profile of player,
the carefree Lewis. Which one do you
if you want that profile of player, right? An experienced guy, maybe not as talented or whatever. In this league, you might not even need that. You could go and sign someone like a Ruiz if that's what you wanted. They're never gonna do that. They're gonna go get Alex Scott. So let's see how that works out.
I know. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, though. I'd pay 20, 25 for Xhaka. One, it's not my money, so I don't give a fuck. Two, it's not a lot of money to us as Chelsea Football Club. Three, that motherfucker's better than Santos. He's better than Lavia. He's, as a midfielder in a pivot, he's better than fucking fat boy Enzo Fernandez. I don't care if it's only for 2 years. If you give me 2 years of Xhaka at 20 million, give me that over going out and spending 40 million on the next 18-year-old from Morocco or one of these North African countries that everybody hypes up all their midfielders for. Yo, give me.
But that was my but KG. That was my expectation. Xhaka was going to come in with Wharton. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. He's the most experienced. You have Wharton. You have Caicedo. I'm not. People think it's like if they sell anybody or whatever, fans are upset. No, we know how things make sense when you're developing these guys, right? No, a lot of our players are talented, but they fuck up through the fine margins. Well, 1-0 up. It's time. It's to close the deal. Y'all saw how Switzerland has been playing, right? Y'all maybe y'all not watching these kind of games and you're not seeing the influence that these players are playing, even though they're not doing anything spectacular.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not doing anything spectacular, but he's keeping them fucking together.
Yo, he's a steady 6, 7 out of 10, and people need to realize, yo, it's 2026. 20 to 25 million is fucking peanuts, bro. We've seen Elliot Anderson, who is a he makes Declan Rice look like a good midfielder, like a good passer and all that shit on the ball. He went for 116. Fernandez, who can't get capped by Portugal, went for 85. Fucking Sandro Tonali, who's gets you no goals, gets you no assists, gets you good parlays. That's about it. Went for a fucking 100 million, bro. Xhaka, I'm watching him for Switzerland. We watched him. This isn't like Xhaka is washed. Yo, he was coming off a good year for fucking Sunderland last year. We're gonna take somebody who's got the experience, right? He's won titles. He knows Xabi Alonso's system, so he's gonna be there helping out a Caicedo, helping out a Lavia.
And y'all clip this.
yo, 20 million, yo, like what are we? And he's not like he's gonna come in on 250K a week. He's gonna come in at a decent wage because he's Xhaka and he's accomplished shit and because he's a good player and he's a captain of his country. But yo, what are we saying? Like we always bark about, yo, we need experience. We want mentality. That motherfucker is the king of mentality and the king of fucking experience. I'm not saying he's gonna take us from 10th to 2nd or 3rd, but I need somebody that's gonna say, you know what? When shit hits the fan, like it always does at Chelsea, I need somebody that's not gonna fucking buckle underneath the pressure like the US did versus fucking Belgium, and is gonna fucking pull his boots up and say, you know what? I'm gonna get stuck in. I'm gonna show you motherfuckers how it's done. I might not be able to do it for you every week, pause, but I'm a show you in 20 minutes a game, 25 minutes, the spot start here and there, that I'm Granit Xhaka. I'm about this life. This is what I'm gonna do.
It would have shut the fans up, man. It would have shut the fans up as well. Do you think all of us would have moaned today about Santos getting sold? We would have said, no, you know what? They've improved the squad because of everything you just said.
Yeah, fuck no. Wrong. Nigga, selling Santos and bringing in Xhaka, I wouldn't have been like, yay.
But there would have been a large majority of the fans that would have.
Our fan base is fucking retarded. Yeah. That's why. He's the same fan base that like Mudryk.
Yeah. Plus, every manager gets one of their old. Maresca, we got KDH, right? Like you're gonna get linked to one of your ex girlfriends because that's who your history is in the past. I was more than fine with it. I agree with you, Daniel. Like 8 million was a fuck you price, and even though I'd love to just say, even though we finished 10th. And Sunderland had a better year than still respect the fucking food chain.
Bro, we were not getting that nigga. Y'all can let that go. That 8 million was nothing. They was not selling him. They literally said from the beginning they was not selling him, yo.
I know.
I don't care about the bid. You can bid all you want. If a nigga said they ain't selling, they ain't selling. They said they ain't selling. We bid. They ain't take another bid. They ain't offer another bid. So what do that mean? They ain't selling. Y'all can't tell me, well, y'all.
That's why I said,
no,
you
nigga,
got to tap up the wife.
They wasn't selling. They didn't sell. They wasn't selling.
And we said we weren't selling Santos.
No, the fuck we didn't. They said that nigga was up.
Nah, we did. We said he was a key. We said he was a key player for the next strategy. A key player of the team.
No, that was from years ago, not this season.
Yeah,
no,
what?
When this window
they said it. All right. So if I didn't say in this window.
I've got the thing that you're talking about. I've got it here. This is from 2024.
Yeah,
this one that
yeah, he wasn't part of the Untouchables list from this season. He wasn't part
of thank you. That's what I was gonna say. There's a limited Untouchables list, and everybody else basically has a price tag. I just think this price tag on Santos is a bump, and it's gonna be a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, that's why. That's my only negative.
Hey, how is Gusto worth 70 million?
That's also what I'm wondering.
70 million. 75 million and Santos 50. Man.
I don't understand that.
Gusto played a lot of games.
Yeah,
Gusto's a starter. If you're a starter,
Gusto got to show you that he's not it. At least Santos, you gotta wonder.
No, but people value that for something.
Gusto showed you. Look, I am the definition of mid. M-I-D. Mid. Gusto is mid. The term mid. Look it up. You're gonna see that long fucking braids and his fucking beard. He's there. Mid. He looked like a fucking lost member of Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Mid. He's right there. He's mid. He's the definite. You know what Gusto is? He's Nani at right back, my nigga.
Yeah.
That's who Gusto is. The ultimate mid player. That's who he is.
Wait, our best hope for next year is our good players developing to become better. Like, it's not who we add. I think it's like Palmer's got to go back to being himself. Esteban's got to take the next step up. I think that's the only way we get into it, become a partially serious team. Yeah. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. This window showing me one thing.
Palmer don't have a choice.
We'll see, man.
If Palmer don't step up his game, he will be sold next. So all you niggas that be creaming in y'all little briefs over Palmer, y'all gonna be pissed off because that nigga will be gone too, because they'll get rid of him before his value dropped too low. While he still got, some hype and all that. Yeah, he will be gone too. Nigga, Palmer will be out of here. I see Palmer and Fenerbahce in about 3 seasons. Anyway.
Well, hold up, bro. Yo, guys,
that's a crazy statement. My main issue is if Palmer has a season like he had last season, I'm probably finishing 10th again, man. I'll be honest. We're cooked.
Yeah, if you have
If
another
he
bad
has the best,
season, we're all having those conversations. Let's keep it. Yeah, we all will.
we're finishing 10th again, man. That's
Yeah.
so that's more so why I'm hoping. Listen, you've rested. You ain't go to the World Cup. Your ego's bruised. Hopefully, you step up to a different level this season, and you have a really good manager.
JP
But also help the man. Like I don't. Caicedo is who I'm really worried about. I think he's gonna be on an island this whole season, and it's gonna be tough for him. But we'll see how it plays out.
I'm gonna
That nigga gonna be out there like this.
Yeah,
No,
cool. I'm
guys,
just
guys,
I'll get
guys.
through what
Be
Smokey
playing,
wants to say
boss.
first.
Be
Hold
playing.
on.
Hold
And
on,
we'll get
hold
through
on.
some of the supers. Go on, Smokey, bro.
Guys, we can all agree if this Xabi Alonso appointment doesn't work, they have to sell up.
No,
They have to sell up now. Fuck it. Don't give a shit about if that,
But
if that goes
if
to
this
work.
one
I
doesn't
know,
work,
but I'm
this
still gonna
is
say
it.
fuck these man,
Like
get
this
out.
is the last straw. This is the last straw. This is it.
Well, I said that about Maresca. I'm just lucky we managed to pull Xabi in.
Listen,
Yeah, but I'm saying surely this is it.
If Xavi don't work,
if this doesn't
y'all
work,
niggas better get ready for like manager's last name Silva.
They gotta
Managers with
sell
the
up.
last name like
No, it's Silva's at Strasbourg at the
Higginbottom.
Oh, listen, managers are always gonna take this job because they can make their money.
We're gonna be getting some cornbread, motherfucking meat and potatoes, aka English breakfast, motherfucking black pudding eating, Anglo-Saxon, not much melanated, sun dodging Englishman.
So at that point, we have to
have the
force
bottom
them
of the
into
barrel
sell.
of
We have
managers.
to force them
The
into
worst
sell.
managers in the world to have is an English manager. The worst.
Protests have to go up, man.
We'll be getting
Protests
guys out
have
there.
to go up if that happens.
Let me wheel through a few of
At
these
that
supers
point.
because I know you man have been waiting for a little bit. Fuzzbrain says, all I can say is potch out. Big up my G. Yup, you're also welcome on any time. You've been here for a minute. DM, just whenever. Big up, bro. But big up Fuzzbrain. Potch out every single time. Big up Blank saying, not gonna lie, bro. Lavia is looking like your Mason Mount. I think Mount's made more appearances and probably had more 90 minutes for you guys. So I can't even really say
And
that
I
one.
still
Bro.
would take Lavia over Mount any day. No, thank
Oh yeah,
you.
for ability, he can't lace his boots. Big up
Boys,
CA
I'm off.
saying,
Thanks for having me.
big up Alexis. Bless for jumping on, man.
Yeah, big up,
Appreciate
Alexis.
you, bro.
Pause. on the
CAA
ball.
says, replace Santos with Barco for half the price. Allow it if it is Barco. But even then, like,
Yeah, who was the better player in there when they were playing the same team? Because they're playing the same team, right?
oh yeah,
They're playing the same team, right?
They did.
Yeah. So who was on the list of young player of the season? Was it who was player of the season in there? Was it him or was
Santos.
it?
He was also the one in Liga and Team.
Oh,
Liga.
damn.
Yo, are you yo?
Oh, damn.
Barco is about
Okay. Maybe Barco's better. I don't know.
Santo is 2/3, if that. It's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close on the level of the player they are. It's not even close.
James says Santos, same as Rafinha, both hyped in background for a few years, both either failed or cashed in first opportunity. Actually, deep it. 80% of stuff we've been fed for or patient for has been disappointing. Facts. Even the briefs were told about like Liam Delap and Garnacho, and them fuckers are just up for sale.
Oh,
just
this
like
ain't
that.
no facts. Santos is the same as Rafinha. No.
No, as in like I'm talking about the end part where stuff we've been fed or told about being patient for, or this person being a key part.
No,
of the
but he
squad.
said he failed or cashed in.
Rafinha failed, Santos cashed in. innit?
Okay, I'm reading it better now. Okay.
Yeah, big up, James, brother. I appreciate you, man. Alios says Chelsea, Brighton, Chalobah, Reds. Remember the crash outs. Yes, I was telling Chalobah delete your Instagram for the weekend. It's not going to be pretty over there, man. Fuck. Big up Blank saying Chelsea just a spicy Brighton. Now you guys the Kardashian Jenner Brighton FC. Blow money on BBLs, lip fillers, and getting piped by your owners. That is very graphic, but probably a little bit accurate as well. But big up Blank, bro. Big up to Mulati saying Cucurella to Pep Chavaria, Santos to Tyler Adams. It ain't going to be Tyler Adams. I haven't heard nothing on Tyler Adams still. Not even sure about Chavaria because they're still negotiating on what the price tag is, and they're talking about being offended by the first offer as well. So we're not even sure about that. Big up James again, brother. Bless up, man. People in denial because the truth hurts. We are a feeder club. Noni to Steve, Santos to Barco, Gusto to Palestra. Cycle is buy, train, profit, replace. The worst part for all this is like how bad our season has been. only helps that narrative even further because now, like, you literally have to fucking sell. Any talk about whether we can or what, that's just a long-term plan at Chelsea or whatever. We're at least here for this summer because you lot fucked up last season and now we're all paying the price for it.
One thing though, James, on that super chat is a lot of those motherfuckers deserve to be sold. Like Nani needed to go, Gusto needs to go. Like some of those players aren't good enough or weren't good enough. Like we'll see about Esteval. But
Steve is an upgrade on Nani.
Yeah,
he's definitely an upgrade on Nani.
Obviously, we'll see. Gamma says our financials are cooked. We have to sell to buy. Basically,
Here we go with this bullshit again. Here we go with this bullshit again.
You don't believe it.
Here we go with this bullshit again.
Big up for the donation, though, brother. Big up to Assad as well, saying Santos should be here. Sell that Argentinian Connor.
What's an ass hat?
Yo, Bradley, yeah.
Yo, wake up, Argentina.
I got a snapback hat, a trucker hat.
Yeah.
What's an ass hat?
I'm not sure. I thought it was meant to be a cuss, but that's like from years ago.
It's Assad. You said the nigga name is Assad. Nigga name is Assad.
Oh, Assad. Yeah, that's his name.
Assad.
Big up JT saying this is human trafficking, not a football team build.
Yeah.
Fucking dark again.
Human traffickers got a better roster.
Big up Yerps, bro. Realistic left wings available this summer ranked. Leao, Barcola, Rashford, and Dye, and Bummerville. Guess which one we're
stop the Bummerville, bro. Somerville's a good player, man.
Man, nigga, please. Indye in front of Rashford.
Bro, he's a good player, man.
Take Barcola off the list. He's 100 million. Indye over Rashford. Leao, Indye, then Rashford. Yeah.
Bro, Somerville's a good
I'll
player.
probably push Indye first personally, then Leao, then Rashford, and then I'll go Somerville.
Yeah, I don't know what to get from Leao at this point.
Rashford over Somerville.
Hey, bring me Leao. If he wants to punch people up, I'm for that. We need a little bit of asshole.
We got the laugh. For the punching.
No, Yerbs, he's saying he's off the list off the price tag, not because he don't want him. Just off the price tag, in realism and all that. Blank says, you man in for Dementia. No, bro. Place on Alonso, he fits. I haven't heard anything about links on Dementia. So
they put a 150 million price tag on him or something like that.
I'll be honest. Jez, you know Jez Lewis, who watches Dortmund, like from Sarcasm City. He's a Dortmund fan. He's overrated. We're just hyping him up for the World Cup appearances. He's not worth 85 million pounds. He's overrated.
World Cup tactics.
Please.
Bro, Tottenham's talking with his agent right now.
He's so mid. He's so mid. Please.
Big up to Real King saying the man with the stress ball is hella funny and needs the full screen. I think that was KG. Is that a cheese stress ball?
Yeah. My kids got it for me. I said, why didn't you give me this shit when the season was on? I could have used this shit. I would have squeezed the fuck out of this.
I might need the link for that still. I might need that myself. Abdias says Chelsea happy with Josh when ML collapses. Get ready.
That's right.
What Lacroix? When Lacroix collapses, get ready for Chelsea. Happy with Josh. He might be make weight in that deal anyway, bro.
Nah, he gonna be make weight.
I know Palace are looking at him.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm
about
tired. I'm about tired of this whole Achimpong saga. Like
Achimpong is this year's internal solutions. Remember,
bro,
we heard it first.
Well,
go.
That was last year's internal solutions, and he was
no. It was SAR. It was it was Action. SAR came later.
Yeah, SAR was like, no, we don't need Jacquet or none of that. We got SAR. We're all good. Yo, Scott, man, what are you saying, bro? How are you feeling hearing all the news today, man?
Fine and dandy.
Yeah, feel great.
Lovely jubbly.
feel about where Jimmy and Daniel were earlier. Like I kind of see where the club's at, where it stands, what the plan is going forward. Yeah, like this club's dusted, and I think people don't understand. It's not just this. It's not Santos the player. It's what he represented. Like Jimmy was right earlier. Like Santos was effectively for this ownership group the poster child. He was the first one of this of this project in terms of what we're doing, that this is the direction we're going. These are the type of players we're signing. We're going to get players in who are going to develop across like 2-3 years. They're going to turn into key players. They're going to be core part of the group, and they're going to, grow for the next 10 years or whatever the fuck it was. It took one season where he wasn't even bad. He was like a 6 out of 10 for them to sell him.
He didn't even play.
And even on a low fee, man,
he played
50 dusty.
The 50 is jokes because the funniest thing about all of this is the funniest thing about the fee is there was real interest in Bayern the summer he came back to us on loan, off of loan, for 80 million that we could have sold him for, and all we heard was he's not for sale at any price. He's seen as a key member of the squad. We are a year later. We are a year removed from that, and he's gone for 30 mil less.
Exactly. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. The
issue
model
that
don't
player
make
have.
sense. It just don't
100%. And it's like Jimmy and Daniel touched on it earlier, where like what he represents is this fact of like everyone has a price, because he was the one that came in. We kept hearing from all the people that supposedly watched Santos in terms of Vasco da Gama or for Brazil under 21s where he was captain at 18 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yep.
That he's gonna come in, he's gonna be the first one. Then everyone, like, who's to say in a year's time or a year or two's time Quenda's not sold? Who's to say in a year or two's time that Esteval isn't sold?
I don't know if you
Who's to
came
say
in
a year
late.
or
That's
two's time?
exactly, bro. That's exactly what I said. I said Quenda said in his announcement today, I'm a right winger. So guess what? He could play left wing. I don't give a fuck what he could play. He's expecting to go in and compete for right wing. He wants to play right wing. If he goes in, he plays well, and Esteval play well, what are you going to do? They both can't play the same position. They're not at the age where they're going to look at one that's more seniority, with more seniority. Somebody's going to say, I'm out. I don't see a path. I'm out of here.
And the thing that it does as well is you can't, and again, I think you and Daniel touched on this earlier, Jimmy, you can't ever like really commit to any of these players, because based on what we're seeing, if you don't hit after a year, you're gone. Or the thing that doesn't make sense, which is well about all of this, is I think you said it earlier, Jimmy, for one of the super chats. There are certain players that got given a chance who weren't good enough. There are other problems. Like Noni was here, what was it, 2.5 years, 3 years? He wasn't good enough. The issue was we didn't replace him with someone better. Gusto has shown for the last 2 years, he's been in 3 years. 2 of those 3 years, he's been shit. Like, arguably one of the worst players on the team. Why is he still here? Like, why is he not up for sale? And maybe he is. I know they put a price tag on him that's no one is ever going to pay. No one's ever paying 85. No one's paying 75 million for Gusto. Not anytime soon. But he is being given as much rope as he can to effectively hang himself in football terms. Andrey Santos was given 1 year of where he played, I think it was about just over 1,200 minutes. He played just shy of the minutes that Garnacho had. It was like 10 minutes less in the league. And we all said Garnacho had too many minutes last season. So this guy was getting regular minutes. Obviously, it wasn't as much I think some of us wanted, especially under Maresca, but he showed decent amounts. And he's now gone. And so it's like, okay, cool. Why am I going to get invested in a Quenda? Because it'll probably be gone in 2 years. Why am I going to get invested in like a Sarr or an Anselmino or like even this Palestra kid? Because if they don't perform to the level of like the top 0.1% of players, which is unrealistic, they're gone. So unless, like Daniel said earlier, unless you're going to buy ready-made players or you're going to buy the literal top 1% of young players, which you're not going to do, by the way, because they're going Bayern or they're going Real Madrid or they're going Barcelona or they're going Manchester City, you've put yourself in a way of like you have no credibility. They already had no credibility, but your whole project and all of what you're doing is built on foundations made of sand. Like that's all it is. And because like we talked about it in terms of the replacements, look at our midfield currently. Before buying anyone, it's Lavia, who cannot stay fit for more than 2 games. It's Esugo, who spent most of last season injured, and what we did see was mid, outside of 1 assist against Wrexham. And it's Barco, who was worse at Strasbourg than Santos was. So why am I expecting him to come in to a more physical league than Ligue 1 and for him to perform to a better level than Santos did in the same position? Considering when they were both at the same club, not different clubs, the same club, he was worse than Santos. And then I'm expecting this ownership group to buy someone better. Who, like Xhaka, I think would have been better. They're not buying him. That's dead.
Santos wanted to leave. You wanted to add that as well.
Okay, and
just another update to it. Oh, great. Fair enough. That price tag is still shit, though. By the way, I'm not taking that one down. That's still a shit price.
That from the tweet on screen. The what's it called? The first 2 lines or the first line is contradictory of what we were told a year ago. We were told he was untouchable when Bayern were interested.
And also this one as well, big part of the
It's
future
like they
plan
think we
as
got
well,
the fucking goldfish brains or something. We ain't stupid. We remember. Yeah.
For a
Of
club that
course
puts
they're
out
gonna say he doesn't
nothing
want
but
to be
statements
here.
and briefs,
Of
they act
course
like we
they're gonna
don't
say
read
that.
and save those statements and briefs.
Like y'all niggas kill me. Y'all gonna get mad about a player who doesn't want to be here? Shut the fuck up, man.
Bro, I bet you half the players on our team on Chelsea's roster don't want to be here.
I was going to say that's what I'm
I
asking.
believe
Like,
that Santos wanted like guarantees over minutes. That's what I thought it was.
I was going to say that,
but I also
thing was-
believe. Oh, go ahead, Scott. Go ahead, Scott.
I'll say my thing with that is like you said, it's like if we were a really well-run club and doing well, and these guys are asking to leave, then cool, leave.
Duck out the chat, man.
But my thing is, if we're failing, which we are as a club, and we're performing like shit, and stuff is happening that players are not happy with, like, why aren't these guys like well within the right to ask to leave? I'm not Enzo's biggest fan, but I completely understand why he wants to leave. Look at what the fuck, look at what the club is going through. Like, look at what's going on. Like Santos asking to leave, I'm not surprised. He's about to go. He's literally stepped up. He's asked to leave and upgraded.
Bro, Scott,
Even if, by the way, sorry to interrupt, KG, before you go, even if he gets the same amount of minutes of Man United, they are a better team than us. They are going to potentially get Champions League next season. That's already better than us. They're in a better position to get Champions League next season than we are.
Yo, not only that, Scott, but these motherfuckers have eyes. If you go and you see Matías Fernandes is getting 225, 250 a week, Tonali is getting nearly 300 a week, and you're Enzo Fernandez, and you're like, look, I'm coming off of my best season output wise. I've won a World Cup. I'm in contention for another World Cup. He's not asking for ridiculous money. Like, don't get me wrong. If 120 comes in, I'd happily fuck Enzo off and say, yo, peace. But these motherfuckers are gonna look like Caicedo's gonna look around, even though he just signed a deal, and he's gonna look at United's wage structure. He's gonna look at Elliot Anderson and say, yo, I'm a better midfielder. I've mashed more work in this league in football than Elliot Anderson, but that motherfucker is on 300K a week, and I'm on 175 plus bonuses to get in the Champions League. Yo, you want good players, you have to spend money. Like it's not enough just to say, yo, we're Chelsea Football Club. Folks should die to play for this badge.
No time.
These motherfuckers want
weight structure.
Yeah, these motherfuckers want money. They want to get paid according to what the market says and in line with who they see is their competition or like players. Yo, like I always said, the wage structure and that limit is the number one thing that is going to hold us back from getting back to the level that we need to. You want good players, you have to break bread for them, either transfer fees or you have to go out there and pay them the weekly wages that other players are getting from the market. Like this incentive-based shit, these death row contracts, yo, these folks, like, they're gonna see it and they're gonna be like, nah, man, I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna make it difficult for Chelsea. I'm gonna start throwing my shit out the fucking crib, out the pram, whatever, and get these other clubs interested and drum up Pastore type of interest in it. Like it's I don't know, man. It's they're asking, we're gonna expect Xabi to overachieve and to work miracles with a squad that's top 4 max. And it's unfortunate because Xabi Alonso is still a young manager, yo. Just like Maresca was a young manager. They're learning the trade. They're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna go through rough patches and stuff like that. But he came from Madrid, where Madrid would back him with almost whoever. So he at some point,
and the underlying numbers were good for him at least.
Yeah, bro. Like he came out of that Madrid situation looking the best out of everybody.
Yeah,
he's gonna want
the way it fell off afterwards. His stock started growing.
Like you don't take the managerial position at Chelsea Football Club and want them to pinch pennies. Like you take Chelsea because you win shit and because they spend money and they buy the best players. You don't buy the best players anymore. You end up being a fucking Arsenal after they moved into the Emirates, and top 4 is a trophy.
Don't sadly, and I know none of us want to do it, but we have to just see how this window goes the same way the last two have done. I'm just not giving them any leeway or just saying, oh wait, no, I'm still gonna say fuck you lot every single day until I see an update immediately. You've got money now, so I need to see some sort of movement. Even if Palace are looking for their replacement and that the Dominguez brother, whoever he is, isn't the centre back replacement, because he does look like he's played a lot more minutes at right back than centre back. Go put a bid down. Maybe Palace could do with the money early too. Maybe that could sort their replacement a bit quicker. How about we start the domino effect instead of waiting on them? You've got the money now. Or if you're using that for the midfield, go and put a bid down for Alex Scott or whatever. Or whatever the other midfield options out there. Maybe Bruno G if you want to be brazy and try the hijack thing. That probably won't happen. So fucking moaning about Gusto. He was the worst. He was our worst player the season before that outfield. Bore off. Sorry, Smokey.
That's why it's on them to change the narrative. They have to change the narrative.
It is, but look, I just think even just in isolation of this Santos deal, cool. Now we're hearing that he wanted to leave. Cool. Still a bump. 50 million is still a crazy thing.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe you could have got I don't know, a higher sell-on fee or something like that, or at least another 15 million to operate with or some shit. That midfield market is fucked,
bro.
And you've just given out a cheap bargain. Man.
Yeah. The only club that actually provided another club a rival with a market opportunity. Crazy. It's crazy. All right, fellas, I'm out of here. I gotta hit the gym.
No worries, KG. I'm about to do the same thing as well, man. They've been doing my plan. I had a lovely, peaceful day away from the World Cup. I was just gonna relax. I was outside. I was enjoying the sun. I was chilling, budding a zoo. Ornstein bomber. Ruined the whole evening.
Big up, man.
Yeah, big up Smokey, man. Big up Mo. All you guys, it's been great to chop things up again, even though it's just depressing talking about this institute. Who's live that we like? Who's live that we can swing this link to? Egal's live. I haven't redirected to him in a while. Calm, everyone head over to Egal, a Spam World Champions raid. We'll be back tomorrow for the football, for the France game. Check that out and love. Big up my G's. Big up everyone.